we've got a rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you gotta think this will be a little contentious. What a treat to be here in what is called the prettiest little stadium in America, home to the Georgia Southern Eagles in Statesboro. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Pulls it, fired, complete. Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up the tackle for loss.
And the Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Scanning the field, it's Chadwick. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Got a man, it's Ware. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. There he goes! He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
Georgia Southern, 7.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Calls his own number. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Let's talk for a second about Georgia State. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with the commitment from a three-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away. And if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this three-star the ball.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run the option. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Catch in the middle, it's Murray. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Rolling right and going deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Got a man. It's Murray. Breaks into the open. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Chadwick. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Right down the middle. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Georgia Southern.
Offense gets set for second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Walton. Turning it on. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Eagles in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Still on his feet at the 45. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. Gets it to him on the screen. Open space at the 25. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They put up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Bradley. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Here's a heat. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. It's complete. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. To the air, it's Chadwick. Into the end zone, and he will score! Touchdown, Eagles! A methodical drive, soul crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Coming out with it, it's Robinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Will take over. First and 10.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Tosses it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on second down. Caught over the middle. It's McGee. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. They'll toss it to the left. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dances away to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
They'll toss it to the left. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left, receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Second down, he'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's Murray. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia State. A great catch and run for 6. Extra point here will tie the game.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Set to advance on the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the first down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
That's caught. It's Carney. Oh, my. Circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Rides to back and leaves it. Plows through the defense. And he's wrestled to the ground. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. They feed him again. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Chadwick. He wants to take the top off. He's got an open man. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the grab. It's Murray. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
He'll throw it. It's complete. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Caught in the backfield, it's Murray. Past the 40. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield very late in the half. Caught near the sticks. It's Murray. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices.
Here we go, here we go.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, Georgia State.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Eagles will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
The Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the back. The give to the tailback. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Try to get it to the edge. Still running at the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
This guy is doing work on the outside and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control, and you could tell he did. Gets the feet down, secures the catch. That is a nice catch. Nice footwork, young fella. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Murray. Finding open areas. Touchdown, Georgia State! They take the lead with the 6.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Last time they had it, just a thing of beauty. Great balance between the run and pass, and it took them right to the end zone. Fires to the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Creates a little room. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. He now has 85 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. And
Touchdown, Panthers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
31, Georgia Southern, 20.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Moving out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The short hands, it's Ware. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Makes the grab, it's Ware. Oh, he's got some space. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at it, they're right back on the football.
Touchdown, Georgia Southern! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. To the air, it's Chadwick. Deflected near the end zone.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
31, Georgia Southern, 26.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll try the outside to the left. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Back to pass. Back open in the middle. They're able to make the stop, but not before Georgia State has a first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Trying to get the corner. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've reached the break. Georgia State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The quick out. At the 45, on his way. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's going to run it. Across the 25, he's got room. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, try to get that elusive guy on the ground.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense can...
Trying to get closer, and they knock it free. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, man, I can't do that here, right? I got the football, I got the lead, the clock is my friend, and now I cough it up. Offense have to understand the situation, have to understand I got to get to the ground. I can make sure I don't fight for extra yards. I'll make sure I don't fumble, costly fumble.
Great job to get down with the slide after getting everything you could.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
To the air, it's Chadwick. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Off the play fake. Steps away to find some room. Got room to work. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
On the ground, it's Bradley. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up, David.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Quick completion to the right. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Eagles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. On the move. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. The Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back, getting the yardage.
And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Pushes for the goal line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
He'll keep it on the sneak. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, in this defense trying to make sure they stay on top.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now. So take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Georgia Southern.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Wants to throw. It's Chadwick. It's incomplete, and they had a chance in the end zone, and he just couldn't come up with it, and that's going to do it. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and